Hello, hello. Happy whatever day it is that you are listening to us on. This is episode 9, Becoming Playful. According to my mom, we've had a little bit of a disagreement on the title, but I think we're going with Becoming Playful. So,
Yeah, I love this topic. I actually love the title because I think it's interesting how people use play as a, source of momentum in their business and in their personal life. And so we do it with intention, and I thought that might be worth sharing. Not to mention, I tend to get so serious in these podcasts because I believe so deeply in coaching and teaching people how to self-coach so that they feel the way they want to feel, so that they get the results from their life that they want to get. And I thought,
yeah, we've had very business-based
and
podcasts the last couple ones.
so it's probably pretty clear to people that we work hard, but I thought, why not talk about what it looks like to play hard too, and use that as a source of, momentum.
Yeah, and we are in the midst of watching what is it? Like a conference called Work Hard, Play Hard. So we thought, that'd be a good topic for us to dive into.
I had this idea before we started the conference.
Oh, okay. She had this idea before we started the conference, but it is helping to kind of put that contrast in for us, because sometimes it is easy to get so caught up in what we're doing with the business and not realize that we aren't making time for ourselves and for that play hard. I feel like the last couple weeks have been very busy with business, and while they're all good things, it's definitely easy to lose sight of having that balance in there. So
yeah. So, do you want to talk about the weekend?
Yeah, I think that people like to hear. You can let us know if you'd rather just have us chat about our topic, or if you like the intro where we talk about our weekend and what's been going on in our lives. Because my mom doesn't think that it's needed, nor anybody wants to hear it. So you can just let us know. But yes, how was your weekend?
It was good. I was on grandma duty, so there was a lot of driving around, but it was so good to spend some time with her. We spent some time outside, and it was a beautiful weekend, so that was nice. We also went to the baby shower that we talked about in the last episode.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really fun, getting to see so many of our current and old neighbors that we've been friends with for over 20 years. Was really, really fun. And, it's unfortunately we don't have as many opportunities to connect with them. So it seems like it's been more of these kind of big life changes that have gotten us
that we all
reconnected. Yeah. So I always really appreciate it when there's an opportunity to see those people.
Yeah. Is there anything fun planned for this weekend?
This weekend, Dad and Griffin are at a fishing tournament. I think this
up at Leech Lake.
Yeah, I think this tournament rounds out their fishing league season. And they're up at Leech Lake.
They're on to their next league.
So it's the old stomping grounds, because we used to own a cabin with our family on Leech Lake, and now it's owned by my brother-in-law and his family, and so they are going to be staying there during the tournament, and then actually right after the tournament, the cabin is going to be
I'm
demolished.
Really bummed that I didn't go up and see it before.
Yeah, it is definitely.
It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to see what they do with it. But this is our cabin that we've had. I mean, obviously you guys have had in the family since I was born, so we went up every single summer, and I don't even remember the last time I was there.
Yeah, well, it's kind of the end of an era, and so it is a little sad, but it's going to turn
into something awesome. I'm super excited to see it, but I wish I would have made an effort to actually get out there and see the old cabin before it gets changed.
Well, you'll get to see video.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to text Griffin. Remind me to do that. I want him to take a video of the cabin before it gets taken down.
Yeah. So that the boys will be gone. And what else is on our calendar? Oh,
I'm going to a Twins game.
you're going to
I'm
a Twins
excited about
game. You're going kayaking this afternoon.
Tonight. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a workshop that I'm doing.
I'll be at that too.
Yeah, there are some sales teams that tap into us for kind of performance type workshops. And so
Yeah.
Saturday.
That'll be fun. I'm actually looking forward to that because we don't do them that often. So
Yeah.
that one will be fun for sure. And it's it's for a retreat thing that they put on
Right.
for like their clients. So
Yep.
it's just something that you're keynoting at, and so that'll be fun.
Yep. Yeah. Outside of that, not a lot. Last weekend,
The Wiener Dog race is coming up.
Yep,
That'll be like the
We're-
Saturday after this episode comes out. So
Sunday.
the Sunday after this episode comes out. So everybody get to Canterbury Sunday, August 13th. 1 o'clock?
Yep.
No, 2 o'clock. They actually race, but I think the gates open around like 1, so you can
Yeah.
go in and watch the horses.
Yes. So they're in training right now.
Yeah.
Miko and I have been working very hard at his speed.
And Meatball sits back and watches.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So we haven't heard yet if they're actually in the same race.
I really hope they're not, because it'll be more fun to be able to like watch rather than them compete against each other.
Yeah.
Because Miko's gonna blow Meatball out of the water. So.
Yeah. We'll make sure we're having t-shirts made. So
Oh yes, we got the whole shebang. Maybe we'll wear them in the following episode.
along with my medal that I plan on
whatever.
earning.
Whatever. Meatball has no shot at all. Like I actually think Miko could win. He's actually really fast. So
Only because we've been working on it.
right, yeah, she'll take all the credit. So not that Miko's the one actually racing or anything. But yeah, that'll be super fun. So if you're not busy, August 13th, Sunday.
What do you
come to
mean? He's not
Canterbury.
the one that's actually racing.
No, you just said I'll be wearing the medal. Like you're the one that did the work.
Well, we have been working on it.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. So lots of fun things to look forward to, for sure. And last weekend we spent some time just kind of binge watching movies.
It was so nice.
We watched Little Mermaid, the drama that was based on a true story about the Beanie Babies, like
Yeah.
the Thai company. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Because she was obsessed with Beanie Babies.
At one time I was, yeah. Because it was fun and playful. And you watched a Marvels movie.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Me and my dad are really into the Marvels movies, and so this came out like when I was still at school, and none of my friends will watch Marvel movies with me. Well, except for one, but she has a boyfriend, so they go to it together. And so I've just been waiting, and then we ended up watching it last Sunday, so that was really nice. Just to relax and do nothing.
Yeah, it was a nice weekend. It just kind of had a nice flow to it.
It did, yeah. It wasn't chaotic or anything, so.
So that, I think, kind of lends itself to how important it is to have this balance. I would say a balance that offsets the work hard is play hard, but I also think there's got to be some rest in there, because some people would talk about hiking or actually even exercise as a play hard. Not me. To me, that qualifies as work. But I would also say some people would talk about watching movies as maybe a play hard, and I kind of look at that as more of rest. So I think,
I think it's both.
It's important to define, what does it mean to work hard? What does it mean to play hard? What does it mean to rest hard? Because if you don't define that for yourself, it just kind of all smushes together, and you don't really have a sense of any sort of balance. So that would be my first recommendation, is to define what it means to you to work hard, play hard, and even rest hard.
So what are yours?
What it means to me?
For each of them.
To work hard, it really is a combination of planning, very strategically, like time management, content creation, sales, program creation. I'm working when I'm coaching, I'm working when I'm teaching, when I'm developing frameworks. I do all of that from a place of what is it that my clients most need. Like that's the thought that's going through my head. And I get myself really focused on that. And so it can be exhausting. You know, it is a lot of work. Even though I'm sitting in a chair behind a computer,
So mentally exhausting.
oh my gosh, it is so mentally taxing, but
Yeah.
it's feels good. I mean, honestly, when I was taking myself through this exercise of like the work hard, play hard categories, it's hard for me to put coaching in a work hard column because I love it so much. But it is taxing. It can be exhausting. And, you know, I have a standard of, you know, really high quality, getting my clients to a place where they recognize the results. And so, yeah, everything I do, I'm doing with a lot of intention. And intention is coming from the part of your brain that, you know, it's all about responding. It's not just, you know, it's not habitual. It's not default. It's intentional. And so it takes energy. So it can be exhausting. So that's kind of what my work hard column would look like. And that's obviously when I'm wearing the business hat. But of course, when I wear the mom hat or I like to think of myself as the CEO of domestic affairs, which I think my husband would probably maybe argue with me, but there are obviously so many responsibilities that go along with that, and being a mom and being a sister and a daughter and a friend, you know, so working hard doesn't have to only exist in your business life. Self-care, like I said, exercise or, you know, staying healthy. Rebounding. So there's another one that could be in either category. Like I wouldn't call that working hard. It's super fun and super playful, and I'm enjoying it so much. That would for sure go in the play hard category for me.
I heard a podcast the other day. I was going to send it to you just because I thought you'd love to hear it. But they were like, I made it my mission to jump on a mini trampoline in between every single client of mine. He's like, even on the worst days, even on the days that I was so frustrated and so overwhelmed, he's like, try to be mad on a mini trampoline. You can't. He's
Totally.
Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, what you're going through. He's like, get on a mini trampoline and you will never be upset.
Yeah, you totally feel like a kid again. Like I sit and I jump small and I jump big and I try to touch the ceiling and I like do the twist on it. It's just, there's just so many things like that kind of keep you in like a creative mindset, a playful mindset. It's super fun. One thing that I recognize that I totally did not foresee, I didn't do this because of that reason. I did not expect to like really kind of loosen up any of the aches and pains. Like I have inflammation in some of my joints, particularly in my knees. And I was worried that jumping would make that worse. And it's actually gotten so much better. I've noticed like, you know, how cautious I am when I go upstairs. Like that's usually a pain point for me. And so I kind of do it with hesitation, and I'm realizing I have no pain. And I 100% contribute that to the jumping because I don't have anything else to contribute it to. So I think that's so interesting. And there are so many benefits to it, but I really am trying to add it in as a level of play and just kind of shake off any sort of that resistance that you start to build on during your workday.
Yeah. So you got the work hard. What else in play hard?
Oh gosh. So play hard, you know, and if I think you're talking about in the context of all of the hats that I wear, oh my gosh, really? You don't think I wear a lot of hats?
I didn't say that.
Why are you laughing? I had
You're
so
just
many,
funny.
I had to write them down.
Yeah, she prints off this sheet. I was like, what are you doing? What is that? She's like, my notes? I was like, okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, read all your hats.
Okay. I'm not going to read in my hats. I'm just going to tell you. So I do want to say that I think as adults, we stop playing. And I think it's really something to consider adding in back into your life with intention. So mine would look like board games and card games. We do a lot of that at the house. The kids, just through their daycare experience, were exposed to games. They played a ton of them. Like they did a daycare during the summer. I can't remember what that.
Summer Adventures.
Summer Adventures. It's all about games. And so they would come home wanting to play more games. And so we've always been kind of a family that is a collector of games, and we play a lot of games. So euchre is one that we play as a family. My husband and I play it a lot with our friends.
I wish euchre was like more of a thing for my age because it is such a fun game, but I think that card games in general aren't as much of a thing for my age.
You should
group.
bring it back.
Yeah, but it's so complicated to explain. Like none of my friends want to sit there and try to learn it, which I think is, but that's not just my friends. Like I think that most people my age, like the attention span is not there to like sit and try to learn a new card game. Which,
Yeah, I mean,
all you guys had when you were kids were cards.
not true.
We have a bunch of other things that keep us busy, so nobody wants to sit and like try to learn. Although all my friends are obsessed with that Damn It game.
Yes.
They literally have not stopped texting me about the one day that on the 4th of July, because it was raining, we sat inside and played this like card game that's like Sorry basically, but it's a different version of it. And my friends absolutely loved it. So maybe they would like euchre if they learned it.
We introduced them to several games that weekend. Code Names was the other game.
We played that.
Your friends?
Yeah, I brought it to you. You didn't
I didn't know
show
that.
me that game.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. So board games, there's obvious shopping. I love to shop.
Yeah.
Especially at Jewel of the West. So a little shout out to Stevie and her jewels is what she calls them. Her counterparts at Jewel of the West. It happens to be a little boutique in Hill City, South Dakota. But oh my gosh, the clothes, the gifts, the accessories that she carries are like second to none. So the jewelry, absolutely love shopping there. I would say that's a play hard. I have to work really hard to
Refrain from that play hard.
Yeah, manage my budget. Live music. I love to be outside. It feels so playful for me, especially, outside live concerts. Like there's a huge difference to me.
Especially Jelly Roll.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't get me started on that. But yeah, I love to be outside. I love to be amongst other people. It's good people watching. I would say that's kind of fun and playful. Traveling, I do like to travel, although I have kind of learned about myself that I am more of a homebody. So traveling is not as abundant, I guess. As I get older, it's not high on my priority list, but I do enjoy it. Boating, I love to boat. I love to be around water. That I feel like there's so many opportunities to be playful. We talked about the bouncing on the rebounder. Teaching my new dog.
Bouncing?
What?
You wrote bouncing?
I did write bouncing. Teaching my new dog new tricks. That has been so much fun. Like
he knows one trick. He knows how to fetch, and she's.
It's like become the pride and joy of my.
Why don't you teach him all the other tricks that would actually be helpful to us?
That's helpful. It keeps him busy.
Okay.
Yes, but I love that. I love the look in his eye as he's like running back with
He loves it.
Oh my gosh.
It is really cute.
It's so fun. I love dancing. I've always loved dancing. I used to actually teach.
Sabi.
I used to teach dancing as a form of fitness, and unfortunately, that responsibility not only was the instructor responsibility, but it was also the marketing responsibility, which just became too much. So I ended up giving that up, but I love, love, love the concept of it. And then I would say I love to laugh. I get so tickled by TikTok. It actually, when I typed it, tickled by TikTok, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's how TikTok got its name, because people get so tickled by it.
Probably no.
So yeah, those are. Oh, did I say pickleball?
No, you did not.
Oh, pickleball. I do love pickleball.
When do those lessons start?
Lessons start next week.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm a little worried that I might be more advanced than the other people that are showing up for these beginner lessons.
Oh. Really? Interesting.
But I'll be okay. I can be patient.
What level do you
Wait
think
till
you're
their
at?
skill level matches mine.
Ah,
I just wouldn't consider myself a novice.
okay.
So we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
But yes, I like competitive sports. I would say I like it more. I mean, I have not really like dove into the arena as a competitor. I do like to watch competitive sports, and I actually would like to clarify that I like non-professional sports. So I love the high school level. I love college level. I would say then more of the professional level will be under that. But nonetheless, I do like watching sports. There's a few that I like to participate in, but I'm not crazy athletic. So that kind of rounds out my work hard, play hard. And then I would say the rest hard. I do like to read. I find myself listening to maybe Audible and listening to a whole lot of podcasts. And I love reality TV. And I would say I just kind of let my mind go when I'm watching reality TV. So yeah, that's my work hard, play hard, rest hard. How about you?
Oh, those are going to be hard to follow. I didn't take all my notes down for this, so work hard. I think that, I don't know, my life has been all consuming of this business lately, and so in all the best ways. Like, I love everything we're doing and everything I'm learning, but creating a schedule has been a game changer for me. Like, actually by the hour writing down what I'm going to do, just because there's so many things to do.
Yeah, it's
So
easy
many
to get
things.
distracted.
Oh yeah, so easy to get distracted. Like, there's days that I feel so exhausted, and then I look and I'm like, what did I actually get done today? What the heck? Like, because I get so wrapped up on one thing and then get distracted and then don't come back to it, and then I get onto another thing. So
well, there is a massive, massive learning curve that you're going through right now. Like, Gracie's trying to learn business acumen. Like, what does it take to actually run a business? So she's got all of the behind the scenes, you know, from a marketing standpoint, from an administrative standpoint. There's just so operations. There's just so many moving parts. And at the exact same time, she's learning the core competencies of becoming a coach, and you're doing a phenomenal job at that too. So yeah, it's a massive learning curve.
yeah, it's funny because I don't think I've thought of that once as work. Like, I was talking to somebody the other day and they were like, and you're going through the training? And I was like, yeah, but that doesn't seem like work to me. Like, that seems, I mean, I enjoy like every single one of those calls. So, and I even get on other people's calls just so I can listen. So that doesn't really seem like a work hard to me. It is hard work, but I think that would maybe fall more into play just because it's something I'm excited about, in like learning. So I would say the things that would be under my work hard are the things that I don't exactly love to learn, because those are a lot more work for me. Like, it doesn't come naturally, and it isn't something that I'm like super excited about. So
yeah, I mean, how would you define working hard? Like, what is it that you are aware that makes you aware that you're actually working hard, that you're in that state? Like, how would you define that?
I would say working on things that challenge me
Okay.
are probably when I'm working hard. So trying new things. I feel like I used to very heavily rely on other people to tell me what to do, and that's not the case with this. Like, we are learning by the day. I'm learning by the day
Yep.
how to do things, and without so much direction. And so I feel like all of our work has been work hard for me because it is all things that I'm like trying to learn and challenge myself on, and rather than waiting for somebody else to teach me how to do it, or waiting for somebody to tell me like if I'm right or wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like actually challenge myself to learn it on my own. So
what would you say is the belief that when you're working hard, what's the belief that is driving the momentum? Because I think that working hard equates to managing your mind. Like, sometimes people, when they think this is hard, they quit. You're not quitting. You're actually
like
picking up momentum. And so what is the thought that you're operating from, the belief?
I feel like I don't know yet, but I'm going to learn.
Cool.
So it's not like this is hard. I do have that, like things that get difficult. I'm like, oh, this is hard. But I then revert back to, I don't know it yet, but I'm going to learn, rather than get stuck on this is hard.
Yeah.
So.
And then, so that's a lot of business examples. What about in your personal life?
My personal life is non-existent at the moment.
Not true. You're going kayaking this afternoon, so don't even try to make me feel bad.
In my personal life, I don't know.
I see you
when I exercise,
lacing up your shoes and going out for a run almost every day. Do you call that work hard, or is that more of a play hard for you?
No, that's probably work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were strength training a couple weeks ago. Somehow we stopped doing that.
I've been so busy. Yeah, I feel like I wake up and then like you were saying it earlier, like my first thought is like, oh, what do I need to be doing right now? Like, what should I be doing right now?
Yeah.
And then it's easy to, especially because we work from home, like it's not like we leave our work day at work because work is here. So it's like, it's easy to, once we're technically like say 5 o'clock is like end of work day, which it's not really here, but say that's the case, it's easy to be like, well, I'm just sitting on the couch, so I could be doing this too.
Yeah.
Like, rather than sitting on the couch and like just hanging out or watching TV or whatever the case is. So, that goes back to intentionally making time to play hard or rest hard.
Yeah.
Because it is easy to just stay in the momentum and keep working.
Yeah. Okay, so what does play hard look like?
Play hard, I think I had quite a few of the same ones. The live music, country music specifically, that is definitely a play hard for me. I love, love, love. I have a concert next week that I've just been like I'll probably cry through the whole thing. I'm so excited about it. So that is definitely a play hard for me. And trying to think about other ones. Playing with the dogs, of course. For the most part, I love all the time I get with them. I don't love when they're barking at my feet when I'm trying to work, but taking them on walks, stuff like that. Trying to think of other play hards. Yeah, being on the lake is definitely a big one. We were out on Lake Minnetonka last weekend, and it was just so nice. Like, you forget how nice it is to just to be.
Yeah.
So.
And to connect with other people.
Yeah, I was with people that I don't usually, or I haven't got to spend that much time with this summer. So that was really nice. I was definitely cherishing that.
Reading, you bought?
That would be my rest hard, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, I'm really into a new book series that I got called, the Twisted series. It's so good, and it's just been like,
those books are huge. They're
I know, but I'm glad they're so big because the first one was the smallest one, and I was like, oh, I wish there was more. Like, so yeah, that is definitely, I would say, yeah, that's my rest hard, I think, because that's when I actually like, I'm in bed, like just reading and not worrying about anything else. So that would be a rest hard. Sitting on the deck is probably another rest hard. Even though I work out there sometimes too, but just like sitting and just enjoying like being on our deck, I feel like we forget it's out there sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's so nice.
Yeah. And I think it's probably worth mentioning that, these things can fall into different categories depending on what it is that you're believing in the moment. Because, like, I think about yard work. Yard work would for sure fall into my work hard. But there are moments where when I'm believing that, this is something I get to do, or I'm so grateful that I actually have a yard that, I get to maintain. Like when I'm operating from that belief, it doesn't feel like work. It actually is super rewarding and fulfilling, and I actually enjoy moving to do that. And so it's just worth mentioning that the category that you're choosing to put these activities into are being driven by how you're thinking. And, are you thinking intentionally, or are you thinking just on default? Is it just a habitual pattern of the way you're thinking? So if you're somebody who drags your butt to work every day and you're thinking, how many more days, months, or years do I have to do this? It's gonna feel like work, and it's gonna feel hard. So that is something that is a choice. I think you're unintentionally choosing that thought just based on, habits. And I want you to know that with intention, you can reframe that. And it's not the power of positive thinking. This is not toxic positivity. This is finding a belief. And it just probably would look like, going from something very specific, like I have 10 more years before I can retire, right? To something that's a little bit more general. Like, I'm grateful that I have a job, or I'm grateful for the income that this job provides, or the benefits, or the people that I get to connect with. It's like, really stepping back and getting your focus off of, the painful part of it and refocus on something that's believable, but it's a better feeling thought. And you might even be able to get it into another category. Now, the work hard category for me is not like the juxtaposition of something good. The work hard actually is just as good for me as it is as the play hard category.
Yeah, it can be both.
And I do think that is, it's really the effect of how hard I work at managing my mind. I intentionally work at managing my thoughts with intention. And so that is what's actually exhausting. That takes a lot of energy. And so, we're kind of being playful in the fact that we're talking about the hard, but it's exhausting, but I do it with intention. It feels good. And I want people to know that all three of your categories could create wanted feelings, positive feelings, feelings that drive you to get the results that you most want. And so I just really want to be clear about that. And we can help you with that if that seems very foreign to you. That's basically what we do for people, is we help them come to the understanding of how to manage their mind. We help them come up with a new perspective so things don't feel so hard.
Yeah. I think you're right on the money.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that probably wraps up this episode of Becoming Playful. Wasn't that fun?
So fun. You don't have any playlists for them this week?
No, but I hope everybody enjoyed the last playlist.
Yeah, I haven't checked to see if we got any responses on my...
I will link the rebounder in the show notes.
Oh.
There were a couple things that I was thinking, I'll for sure link Jewel of the West. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh. You guys have got to shop Jewel of the West.
Can they shop online?
They can. Yep. And she does a ton of like Facebook. I think she calls them happy hours, where you can shop like live with her during these virtual events. They're really fun, and there usually is a sale going on. We will maybe put a link to the Wiener Dog races as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I
you,
think if you've never seen Wiener Dogs race, like, it's a must.
Yeah.
You
It's so
haven't,
fun.
right?
only on video.
Yeah. So it's actually going to be so much fun. Look for us in our weenie t-shirts and come say hi, and
Yeah.
definitely come if you're not busy this
Yeah.
Sunday.
It's not this Sunday.
Well, it is going to be this Sunday when you're
Oh,
listening
okay.
to
So it's
this.
August 13th at
Yes.
Canterbury Downs, and I think the races start at 1 o'clock, I think, post
Yeah,
time.
I think the horse races start at 1 maybe,
Yeah.
and then Wiener Dog
Well, I
races.
highly doubt people are
start
coming
at
only
2.
to watch Wiener Dogs race. So
Right,
if you
there
want to
are
watch
horse
the
races. There are horse races. The Wiener Dog races are in between the
Right.
horse races.
yeah,
But
you might want to just come for the Wiener Dog races.
and that's okay too.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next week
Yeah.
and we will decide what we're going to talk about, what we're going to become. There's
week.
so
Yeah.
many fun
Yeah.
opportunities.
All right.